all the anxiety, all the tension. We can pray to Shri Mataji, Mother, please grant us pure knowledge and allow us to enjoy the state always so that we can study well and do well in every subject, every aspect of our lives, and become good citizens, citizens of this world and citizens of the kingdom of God Almighty. Thank you, dear children. Let us continue to enjoy for those who are going to be staying. Let's again place the right hand on our Brahmarandhara. Being in a witness state. Mother Kundalini is meeting all the devas at the lotus feet of our Divine Mother. Let's bring our right hand higher, few inches. Enjoying the Ardha Bindu. Going up higher, where now we are in a Bindu, where we are enjoying the state of being in a Bindu, where no doubts are there, no more doubts. Complete nirvicharita, nirvikalpa state. Let's go higher. Valaya. Complete oneness in the body of our Divine Mother, where she is holding close. We are in her heart. She loves us deeply. Yeah, let's rotate our right hand, doing pradakshina. Where the joy of being in her heart can penetrate in every cell of our being. And let's pray here to Shri Mataji, Mother, please make us worthy, so that we can always be in your heart. Make us worthy, Shri Mataji. Let's bring the right hand back. Our attention is up there. We are sitting in the heart of our Divine Mother. Let's hold this position, which comes with great responsibility. Mataji, you be in our heart and allow us to be in your heart, in your attention, always. Let your divine blessings flow within us so that we can spread this joy, these divine vibrations to the whole of mankind. Let's place the right hand across our Ekadash Rudra. Shri Mataji, please awaken your Ekadash Rudra powers. And destroy all that is negative within us and around us. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ekadash Rudra Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let us place the right hand one more time on our Brahmarandra. Raising the right hand few inches above. You can bring the right hand back again in a lap and enjoy this state of complete Niranand. Enjoy these cool vibrations flowing from the lotus feet of our Divine Mother. In this state, we will now listen to Shrimataji's speech.
Today is a sad day for me because we'll be now partying. I may not be able to meet you in Bombay. Maybe for a year. It may not happen for some of you. And I would like to give you a little advice about the growth within yourself. It is believed by people that God is helping us and we are in His kingdom. So, whatever happens, He looks after us. It is true. But as you are the instrument of the God, you have to also look after yourself. For today's delay, I would like to apologize, but the delay comes because from Pune, Mr. Kulkarni was to come and see us, do this puja. Now, I told him, it's come now, that his wife is a negative lady. And he doesn't understand his own importance, I would say. As a leader, you must understand your importance. And another person who came, he asked, why don't you come with me? He said, I have to come with my wife. And that's how this delay has taken place, because he's not here. He said he'll come for puja, so the main thing was first to arrive here in time without a negative force pulling you. So we conclude that it is important that first of all we should know that in any way we should not try to have any negative forces attacking us or involving us or attaching to us. She may be your wife, maybe your husband, maybe your son, maybe your daughter, maybe anyone. You must see that that person is negative through vibration. And don't have anything to do with such a person. Never listen to such a person. Never agree to what that person says. And do as you please. Because in vibrations you will know that the person is negative. Of course, that doesn't give you a hand to sort of destroy another person or to completely finish Sahajoga in that person. But on the contrary, with love and proper advice, you have to tell that person that you are being negative. You are a negative person. We are getting negative vibrations from you. Now, that person may persist on the negativity. Maybe because he does not know how to get out of it, or maybe she does not know how to get rid of it, or maybe laziness, maybe that her arrogance, because such people can be very arrogant and adamant and high-ended, could be very arbitrary also, and could be so intelligent that they would cheat themselves with their own intelligence. They will not accept your advice, whatever it is. Try to tell them as far as possible. You have to go to a great extent. Because you are not here for them, you are here for yourself and for God. So you have no business to waste your energy with somebody who is a positively negative person. And in that, the approach should be such that you try to help that person as far as possible. Supposing she has some bad habits, she's taking drugs, all right. Try to take out that part of the drug and all that. Try to do whatever is possible. Give her bandhan, beat her with shoes. But your attention should not be completely towards one person who is negative. Normally in an ashram I have seen mostly one negative person appears and the whole ashram gets upset. It's a very common thing because one nasty person can spoil the whole show. Like today, I had to spend some money with another nasty person just for nothing at all. And because she's negative, I had to fight it out myself. I didn't know how others are going to fight it out. But you have to tell frankly on the face that if you want to go to hell, you can go. If you want to go to God, then you should change yourself, you have to transform yourself, you have to be alright. Everyone can get cured. Lazy lumps are the only difficult things. Lazy people, because they have excuses. They are the most difficult things. Lazy people are the most difficult people I have seen. If the person is not a lazy person, it's very easy to make him do things. For a lazy person, everything is difficult because he is indulging into laziness. But one must remember one principle of Sahaja Yoga, which is very important. I think one should write it down in your heart. This is a very important essence of Sahaja Yoga, of how to grow. That you should know how to raise your Kundalini. You should know how to meditate and to find out about your problems, your defects, and then remove them and raise your Kundalini. If you cannot raise your Kundalini, you cannot improve in Sahaja Yoga. Now the Kundalini falls off with many things, as you know, if you have defects. Even supposing you have a weakness for your wife, you worry about her, you think about her, or your husband who is a negative person. The Kundalini will be sucked down. It will be sucked down with all these negative attentions. Any kind of a negative attention you have, it will be sucked out. Let him sit this side. Datta, you sit here. They're disturbing them. Right? Come now. Be a nice boy. Sit on this one. Yes, on top. Good boy. Very nice boy. And such negative people always push forward. They'll sit in front of me. They'll be just there to trouble me. They'll never understand that we should be at the back. They are very great show-offs. They will sit just in front of my eyes. I see them just, I put my eyes straight forward, the person straight forward before my eyes. It's a sign that they're all the time trying to displease the goddess. All the time. Of course, your mother is such a funny goddess that she never gets displeased. But there are so many others who get displeased. So I wish I had known that. I really don't know. I think I'm nothing but forgiveness and I just don't recognize it. But it's a common point. A person who is a very positive person doesn't come forward much. Keeps out. Doesn't force me to do things. Otherwise they'll force me. Do this, sit down like this, I'll have this. Unless and until I tell you, you should not. Like I know some people, it's a headache to be with them. But they'll ask, should I give you tea? Should I bring this for you? Why? I'll tell you if I need. Will you take this? Will you take that? Would you have this? Would you like a white tea or a black tea or a yellow tea? I have no time to think about all these nonsensical things. And that's what distracts my attention from them. And they don't get, it's a vicious circle. They don't get my blessings. Linda, you are the one now. Go that side. You know that very well, and you are the one who will sit in front. Now, I can tell you how many are sitting in front of me. Most of them would be negative people, except for Alexandra, I can see that. Another is Martin, is she there? Martin catches very well. Yes, second one must be Martin. Yes, come along. Martin catches very much. And you people don't want to see that you catch. You people don't want to see that you catch. And then what happens that it affects the other person. The leaders are affected. Let's see, who is next? Babette is all right. Now who is next? Let's see. Behind her. She has eye trouble. She has a problem. She should not sit in front. She should be on the side. It's all right. I mean, I need not worry that far, but still, let her sit on the side. This is, I'm just pointed it out to you, that you can make out a negative person who has problems, first of all, complaining time. Anybody who is a complaining of nature is negative. Anybody who complains is negative. I never complain, do I? Did I ever complain? I've been to all of your programs anywhere. Did I ever complain that the bed is not all right? Suddenly the other day I discovered the bed on I sleep is really hard like a rock. Really. I just suddenly discovered because I sat on it. But I didn't complain to anyone. I said, it's all right, because I'm quite comfortable myself with it. So this is it. That shows a person who is not comfortable within himself is still negative. And such a person should try to keep out of Sahaja Yoga. That's the best way the person is going to be helped. For negative people also must remember, you must try to keep out of Sahaja Yoga. Don't try to show off, because such a person always wants to come forward. Why? Because he'll be blessed. Because he'll be saved. It's a kind of like a beggar coming to a rich man. But it's not so. In Sahaja Yoga, it's just the other way around. Everything is just the other way around. You can put everything the other way around, then you'll understand. In Sahaja Yoga, those who keep out of my sight are better blessed. Those who do not ask me questions whether I should have this or that are better blessed. Those who do not claim anything from me are better blessed. Those who do not challenge me are better blessed. Miracles happen, like in my passport. This has happened before also, I did not know in Australia. But Mr. Srivastava told me that my passport has expired, I must get the validity again sanctioned. When I came here, Warren told me at least 3 times. Then I asked Warren, should I go to Delhi to get it done? Because if I go to Hong Kong, how will I do it without a passport? And then I said, let's see. I opened the passport, it's already sanctioned for till 88. So, you see, for that one has to understand that we must know our priorities. We must know what is important. For me, it was important I had to go to Hong Kong. I couldn't find any time when I could go there at a time when it would not be very hot. And just it worked out for me. I don't have to go to Delhi for that. I am now ready to go. It has happened so many times. And even if something goes wrong with my passport or anything because of negative forces, I use it for an advantage. So even if somebody is a negative person, use it for a positive thing. Now example, I was going to America and I had sent my passport for visa. And my husband, who is so meticulous, had taken it. And they gave the visa for the last year. When I went to the airport, they said, what? This is the visa for the last year. No, for the 1 year ahead. 1 year ahead they had given. So they said, you can go next year, not this year. The visa is for next year. So I telephoned to my husband. That was time. It was a Sunday. He just got out of his bed. He ran up and down, poor fellow. He said, how is it I didn't see? I said, you didn't see? What has happened is that you didn't see. The fellow who did it was quite speedy, I think, so he gave me one year ahead. So now better find out. I mean, this is what happens to the speedy people. They'll give you for 1 year ahead. That's another extreme positivity. Now, then as a result of his running up and down, they all got shattered. You know, the Americans especially felt that, oh God, what a mistake it was. So they gave me visa for 5 years. So instead of feeling unhappy about the negativity and making miserable faces and making yourself miserable and me miserable with that, best is to laugh it out and use that negativity for your positivity. In the beginning only, it happened that once we were going to Nasik, and while going to Nasik, While going to Nasik, our car failed. And everybody said, Mother, your car never fails. How it has failed? I said, let it be. It's all right. It's very nice here. I can look around. I can see around and all that. They couldn't understand why I was so relaxed about it. So the car failed and it took about 1 hour. Now the people who were Sahajogis before never used to cure anybody, never used to look at anyone, never used to raise anybody's kundalini, all very frightened. But as I was not there, they felt very challenged because there's such a big crowd there. They didn't know what to do. So they said, all right, we'll raise your kundalini. That's how they started doing it, and it's helping now, even now that you are doing it. Otherwise they would not touch it. So every disadvantage, every negativity is to be used for positivity. As I have told you before also, an example of a little cell going inside the Mother Earth, sees a big boulder there, goes round it, ties round it again and again and again, and uses it for further holding of the tree, for the support of the tree. That is what is wisdom. That is what is wisdom. And this wisdom comes through meditation, meditative method. So you must every day meditate and raise your kundalini, otherwise you cannot. I love you. I love you. Writing me 10 pages letters, which is impossible to read. Doing all kinds of things like that. And asking me questions morning till evening. Nothing is going to help you to understand me or to understand yourself or to understand Sahaja Yoga or to grow in Sahaja Yoga. You may talk, discuss, do what you like. To understand Sahaja Yoga is to keep very happy faces, happiness within yourself, joy within yourself. Try to see the essence of joy in everything. Don't try to criticize, make yourself miserable. But to raise your kundalini every morning religiously, every morning, every night, raise your kundalini. Kundalini is like the nourishment, the water of life for the growth of your inner being. If you do not meditate, if you do not know how to raise your kundalini, you better try to learn. Negative people always avoid that because then they feel burnings, they feel this. Face it up for a while. Doesn't matter. Face it up, clear out yourself and see that you raise your own kundalini. Don't blame your husband, don't blame your wife, don't blame your children, don't blame your atmosphere, nothing of the kind. You can go in the jungles every day. You can go anywhere you want to. If you want to do it, you can do it. But people must understand that now we are saints, and saints have to do that. You will be surprised if you start meditating, most of your problems will disappear. Because all physical problems will be looked after by God. All material problems will be looked after Him. All other problems, family problems will be looked after Him. But the main problem is how to make you do it. It's like once you eat your food, your tongue can taste it, it gets the saliva, it goes down, it's all looked after. It goes down properly, down below, it is all, the juices are secreted, they know that the food is coming, it is digested in different parts, as it is, it's all built in. But you must put it in the mouth. And this is what is the mechanism of Sahaja Yoga is. That you must meditate and raise your kundalini in so many ways, in so many styles, in so many angles. I have said this again and again and again and again. But that's what we do not know. And know your purpose. You must know your purpose. Like as I said, that the leaders do not know their importance at all. They behave sometimes in a manner which I can't understand. They become so silly about their wives, their husbands, that I cannot understand. That's not important at all. If they are leaders, they have a responsibility. Secondly, the leaders must tell off people who are to be told off. It's very important. If you cannot tell off people, it's no use. And that's how the leadership is not going to be respected if you do not tell off people who are negative. One negative problem comes in, immediately they'll report it. I immediately know this is his wife or husband must be doing nonsense there. Immediately it is reported, this is happening, that is happening, is a sign of negativity. Immediately you can solve the problem. Give bandhans. Simplest way is to sit before my photograph and just say, Mother, please, this is the problem, finished. There's no need to take a telephone and telephone to me at about 2 o'clock in the night. Just do that. But the trouble is you cannot, because your system has not yet reached that point. It's such a vicious circle. Your system must reach that point where the connection is absolutely there. You don't care for leadership, anything, but you care for your inner growth. If your inner growth is in that position, it will happen automatically. This is what it is very difficult for people to understand, that we have to be sensibly placed towards ourselves. Now, about the leaders, I would say this about others also, that we have to be very, very sensibly placed about ourselves. Are we sensible towards ourselves? Some old people behave like children. Some children behave like old people in the sense that start telling off, answering back, misbehaving. We must know our age, our group, everything, and behave in a manner that is dignified. In a small age also, if a child talks like a child, he can be very, very positive. I must tell you that I have had some very, very funny reports about some people which was so shocking that how did they arbitrarily behaved. And its only thing that is behind is the sense of leadership. I wanted to be leaders, this wanted to be leaders, that wanted to be leaders. There's nothing like leadership in Sajog. You don't know, your mother is too capable. She doesn't need any leaders. You don't know her. Better know her. She's too capable, very clever and cunning woman.
Jai Shri Mataji, let us continue to enjoy the state, and Bhaskaran Bhaiya is going to lead us more into a higher state. Thank you. Jai Shri Mataji. Happy Makar Sankranti to everybody.
Jai Shri Mataji. Thank you, Didi. Happy Sankranti to all again. Let's be in silent state. Enjoy Shri Mataji's divine words of mantras. Just enjoy penetrating into our heart, feet up, and which enters into our whole subtle system. Let us enjoy the where we are sitting in front of Shri Mataji. and the Kundalini Mother rising from Muladhara to Sahasrara. It is in the lymphatic area. More the petals opens, then slowly rise above the Sahasrara. And crossing the Artha Bindu and Bindu, Valaya and Pradakshina. Let's keep watch flow of vibrations from above the Bindu into our Sahasrara. Into slowly trickles down the vibrations, the flow of this Ganga Mata through the whole spinal cord. You look finished. Yeah. Let's enjoy the flow of this divine cool vibration from above the Bindu into the Sushumna. Now let us enjoy. Let us thank Shri Mataji. Thank you, Shri Mataji, for taking us into your divine heart. In your heart. Shri Mataji, thank you for taking us into your heart and nourishing us completely. So Shri Mataji is taking us into Shri Mataji's heart. And clearing us, purifying, nourishing, to manifest all her divine qualities through us. And Shri Mataji giving us the birth, rebirth, through this, through her Sahasrara. We are all the children of Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji taking us, all of us, into her heart and clearing us completely. And again she takes and give us the birth through her Sahasrara. Let us enjoy this state as long as possible. To enter into the second year of the Sai Yoga. When we come up, there is no any enmity, no any attachment, no any where you are caught up, and there is no any catches. So all the chakras, nadis, pitas gets cleansed. So the Guru Tattva is established strongly with the power of Sri Ganesha. Just enjoy staying there above the Bindu. If anybody have a little difficult to stay there, please use your hands, right hand 4 to 5 inches above your Sahasrara. Stay there above for another few minutes. Just enjoy this flow of this divine, cool, holy nectar. Sri Ganga Mata flowing into our subtle system. See the complete changes in our whole Sahasrara and above the Bindu. And again, enjoy this flowing of this nectar, Shri Ganga Mata. Please aware of it. And enjoy this birth, rebirth of Shri Mata is giving us through her Sahasrara. And this is the state of Shri Mataji said, such a wonderful example. When we put into our mouth, that is the only duty we have to do. So that everything happens by itself, by the power of Param Chaitanya. Like that, when we are above the Bindu, everything is controlled by her, and she is our mother. She can do anything, and not only mother. She is the great Adi Shakti Ma, doing this, just working out in this creation of tissue. She is the one who taking care of us. When we are completely connected with her, everything is taken care by Srimati. So we have to have such a faith. Now let us love Srimataji more. Because she has given us the birth through her Sahasrara. Let us love Mataji more, more, more through our heart. More you give the love surrounds Srimataji, then all is double and triple the strength come back to us. Like that, when we improve the state of love from Srimataji, we can able to love this whole world, so that we can bless this whole world by grace of Srimataji. Then the whole world will bless. The blessings of this whole world will come back to us. Let us enjoy this state. Stay there above Sahasrara. Love this universe. Let us stay there and continue this state as long as possible throughout our life. It's not like 1 hour, 2 hour. Throughout our life, please live inside yoga. It's not to do the meditation. Just live in the sage meditation always. Jai Shri Mataji. Thank you very much, Shri Mataji, for giving us such a bliss and taking all of us into your divine heart and give us the rebirth through yourself, Saramam. Thank you very much, Shri Mataji. Thank you very much. Koti Koti Naman. Ananta Koti Naman. Let us continue this state as long as possible. And when you finish, can slowly raise your Kandali mother and take mantra. Now let us collectively bow down to Shimataji and raise our Kundalini Mother. Slowly up to Pradakshana and take the knots and enjoy the bandhan. Yes, Mataji, let us all dissolve into Shimataji's divine lotus feet. Let's stay there in this state and continue. Let us continue this state. Jai Shri Mataji. We won't sit alone collectively. Stay there for another few minutes and collectively enjoy. Pouring the love into Shri Mataji. And enjoy the same much of strength coming back to us. Jai Shri Mataji.